Alison. Okay, let us start this week's luxury webinar. A big welcome to Fiona, Kerry and Andrea. I'm going to let them introduce themselves in a moment. Just remember that everybody that's on the webinar will be entered into the prize draw. We do a spin to win at the end, but we also have some questions. So just make sure that you're listening very, very carefully and you can get some extra entries into the spin to win. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome Fiona onto the stage to tell us who she is and where she's from and what her prize is today.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming. I'm so pleased to see so many people on this webinar. It's really great. I'm Fiona. I work with Patrice at Van Nuys Exclusive and I represent a number of hotels across the Caribbean and Europe. And today I'm here to talk with you about Avaton in Greece.
Super, thank you very much, Fiona. We're looking forward to hearing about this. We've also got Kerry. Kerry, hello, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Yeah, I'm Kerry from Clear Marketing, today representing Barbados's newest luxury all-inclusive resort, the O2 Beach Club and Spa. And my prize is going to be £50 credit to your My Booking Rewards account.
Super, thank you very much. And we've also got Andrea, the lady that we're all not liking today because she is in Dubai. Hello, Andrea. Hello, how are you doing?
Thank you, Sarah. I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, I'm coming to you from Caesar's Palace in Dubai, and I'm so glad I'm able to make this work. I'm Andrea, and I work for Clear Marketing, so I'm a colleague of Kerry, and I'm representing Caesar's Palace Dubai today, obviously. So this is a first, being able to come to you live from resort, which is pretty cool. But I'm keeping the door closed. It's a bit kind of noisy, and it's very hot outside. But prize today is £25.
Super, and you're going to show us a bit of your view when you have your presentation, aren't you, a little bit later?
I will try, yeah.
Super, so we're going to move first of all over to Barbados. Kerry, over to you.
Thank you very much. So as I mentioned before, I'm introducing you, so to those of you that don't know it, and for any of you that do, this will hopefully just give you a little bit more information. As I said, Barbados's newest luxury all-inclusive resort. This is the O2 Beach Club and Spa. Sarah, are you hearing me?
I am indeed. It's got that big bar across the bottom at the moment, though. Did you untick your box for optimized video?
Yeah, it is unticked.
That's it. Yeah, it's working. Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. Okay. Just shout at me if there's any issues, but it looks like it's all good now. Okay, so by way of introduction then, as I said, this is O2 Beach Club and Spa, which is Barbados's newest luxury all-inclusive resort. We did only open in November last year, with a full opening in February this year. Now, in terms of our location, we're down in the south coast of Barbados, so a nice short transfer time from the airport. Only takes around 10 minutes, and we are located at the far end of St. Lawrence Gap. So for those of you that are familiar with the island, St. Lawrence Gap is where we have a lot of bars, restaurants, nightlife. We are close enough to be able to walk in, but far enough out that it's not noisy. So it's a great location. Now, this is a 5-star all-inclusive, so it's a premium all-inclusive resort, and it's really unlike anything else, well, certainly in Barbados, but I would say within the region of the Caribbean as well, because we offer something really, really different. We're still quite small. We have 130 rooms and suites, but this is a kind of edgy, exciting and cool beach club. So if you have guests that perhaps in the summer generally go over to Ibiza, you know, they want to have a beach club feel with live music, or you know, in beach cabanas and that kind of thing, but you know, in Ibiza you're paying €30 for one of those plastic flutes of champagne. You know, you can have all of that, but here it is included, and because it's 5-star, it's luxury, it's premium brands, that is all inclusive. So we've got 3 pools, several different dining options, an amazing spa, and you know, you'll see as I go throughout really why it is different. Now, although we are a 5-star all-inclusive hotel in Barbados, we definitely differ to your more traditional, shall we say. So if you have got guests that you know, Fiona looks after Sandy Lane, but if you have got guests that like, you know, more traditional 5-star Barbados experience, like a Sandy Lane, a Cobblers, a Fairmont, that kind of thing, then O2 really is not for them. You know, you can't really do a switch cell. We are in the South Coast. We are unusually a high-rise building, as you can see here. We've got the 2 blocks that you can see, so 2 blocks of different room types, and then a restaurant in the middle that kind of brings it all together. Now, we are located on a fantastic stretch of beach. It's 1,000 foot long, but also because we are down in the South Coast, we're fortunate enough that not only is the beach long, but it's also really wide as well. Now, you can see here we've got a few boulder rocks on the beach. Now, what that does is that actually protects us. Because down in the south coast of Barbados, this is where the Caribbean Sea meets the Atlantic Sea, so you can get a bit of motion down there. However, these rocks help. We are in a secluded cove, and actually the rocks attract a lot of fish as well, so it's really good for snorkeling here. You can snorkel directly from the beach. And also a bit of a insider tip, if you go up onto Brisa roof deck, which I'll tell you a little bit more about shortly, you can see dozens of turtles. There are turtles as far as the eye can see from this resort, and that really is quite an amazing experience. Now, because this is a beach club, a lot of the kind of cool and fun vibes are around the pool and beach. Now, we've got 3 pools, 2 of which have swim-up pool bars. This is one of them, the Elements. We've got these amazing memory foam sun loungers, these hot pink mattresses. You kind of sink into them. The team come and spritz you with scented water mist and bring you ice lollies and sorbets, alcoholic lollies and things like that. Then we also have a DJ deck, so there's a DJ playing music around the pool, and it's, you know, that kind of cool beach vibe. We also have another swim up pool bar. This is the H2O. This time it's adults only. This is in front of our adults only block. Now, I probably should have said this resort is not strictly adults only. However, it's definitely more geared to what I would say grown-ups. There's not a kids club here, and children can only be accommodated in one of the room types. So I would say it's suitable for families that have older children, you know, teenagers, or even children that aren't really children, you know, in their 20s. Then this is a great resort for them, and perhaps not so much for the youngers. I'll perhaps recommend our sister resort, Seabreeze Beach House, for those. Now, the 3rd pool is Brisa. So this is up on the 8th floor of our concierge building. So this is a kind of lounge pool. This is where you get those amazing views of the turtles. Also, you can see oystins. So just to the left there, that's oystins, which is where they do the Friday night fish fry. But of an evening, it's really lovely to see all of the twinkling lights. There are lounge chairs around this pool, and also just outside of shot, there's a couple of stairs which take you down to a brand new tapas and cocktail bar, which I'll tell you a little bit more about shortly. Now, we do have some really lovely areas in which to relax around the resort. This is the Oasis Lounge, which one of the things I love about this is that it's open 24 hours a day. So particularly on that first morning when us Brits arrive, you know, after that long haul flight and you're a little bit jet lagged and wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning, you can head down here. They do specialty coffees, they do freshly baked pastries, you can watch the sunrise, and you know, you don't have to be in your room, so that's a really nice option. They also show sporting events here, and because it is a bar, it's open all evening as well. The Elements Sun Terrace, I love this area because this is actually above the Elements restaurant, so it's a kind of elevated area. We've got the sun lounges around here, we've got these cabanas which go all the way around the outside. You don't have to pay for those, they are included. There's also 2 adults only hot tubs up here as well. I'm loving all the love hearts, thanks for the reaction, guys. So then moving on to the accommodation. Now, we only have 2 room categories here now, and I'll just explain why you would book one over the other. Now, this is our luxury collection, and I would say I would recommend the luxury to those guests that want style. The style is luxury. These are brand new, these are adults only, they're really stylish, modern, contemporary, and you know, because this is a 5-star accommodation, you are getting your flat screen TV, your complimentary Wi-Fi, White Company amenities in the bathroom, so everything you'd expect, but also added values that we offer. You get a complimentary beach bag when you arrive, a bottle of bubbly. We also give everyone a spa credit and complimentary golf. So if you're staying in the winter, you get 1 game of golf at the local Barbados Golf and Country Club. 1 game of golf included every 5 days, or if you're coming in the summer, unlimited golf on weekdays, Monday to Friday. So there's lots of celebrations and love hearts on that one. You like that. And what I love about these luxury collection as well is Not only are they adults only, and many of them offer 2 twin beds, and they're 2 queen beds, which, as you can imagine, a resort like this does cater very well for mother and daughter who are traveling together, or groups of friends. So people that want to travel together but not necessarily share a bed. Every other room offers a 2 queen beds, so we can guarantee separate beds. They come in one of 2 colours, either the pink, the hot pink, or the blue. Pops of local artwork colours, really lovely and stylish. As I said, style, luxury, and then the concierge would be for space. We also have some swim up pool suites on the ground floor of that block. Now, for those that want space, so this is the other category. Remember, style for luxury, space for concierge. These are 1 and 2 bedroom suites. You can see from here, you do get your own bedroom, 1 or 2 bed options, a full living area, and they also have a sleeper sofa in here. And what I love about these sleeper sofas, it's not like a sofa bed, which is purpose built as a sofa, which happens to be a bed. These are purpose built as a bed, which happens to also be a sofa. They're very comfortable. If you are selling to families, this is definitely one that you would recommend. So you get your bedroom, your living area, but you also get a fully equipped kitchen. You may wonder why you need a kitchen in an all-inclusive hotel. The truth is most guests don't use them unless it's for the laundry, because you've got washer dryers. It's good for families because you can do your laundry in there. But we do pre-arrival groceries, which are included as part of the all-inclusive. So if you want to order in some supplies for your guests, some of their favourite foods, even things like personalised mini bar, if you've got guests that don't want your traditional vodka, rum, gin, then you let us know what they would like. If you think they would like a crate of local beers, or if you know they only drink gin and tonics, then that's what we will put into their suites for them. Now, when you book this room category, you get the same added values that you get in the luxury, but you get more money to spend in the spa. You also get a series of kind of how learn to activities as well, which I'll tell you a bit more about. So moving on quickly then to the F&B, as I mentioned, several different dining options. That can be anything from casual beachside dining at Bluefin to our main restaurant elements, which is breakfast, lunch and dinner is served here. The breakfast is amazing. It is buffet. It has everything that you would want. A great egg station. They do amazing specialty coffees and smoothies. They've also got a fresh orange juice machine, so you've had to put in the oranges yourself, freshly squeezed juice. They also do champagne, caviar, smoked salmon, shots of vodka, everything and more that you would want at breakfast. Brisa is our tapas lounge. So this is up again on that 8th floor where I told you where the pool was behind. So about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this converts into a cocktail bar. You can come up here for cocktails and tapas. My tip to you is order everything on the menu twice because the portions are quite small. But also another little thing that I love that they do up here, one of my favourites, is they do tapas desserts. So if your guests have been down to Elements or Bluefin and had their dinner down there, they can come up here for the rest of the evening, have the tapas desserts, have a few cocktails and enjoy the rest of their evening. Now, our fine dining restaurant, Oro, our signature fine dining, this is really dramatic. It's an amazing setting. You've got marble when you arrive, floor to ceiling windows overlooking the ocean, amazing menu, and no supplements. You want the lobster, you want the fillet steak, you want 3 different sides, no problem, all included. All premium brands as well. So you've got your Grey Goose vodka, your Absolute, and they pour Minuti Rosé by the glass, and that's my absolute favourite. So a nice cold, chilled ice glass of Minuti, have that all day long. In terms of the inclusions, I think I've probably spoken about all of these at this point, except Seabreeze. Everyone gets access to our sister resort, Seabreeze Beach House, so you can go there for dinner if you've got guests on a long stay that want to kind of mix things up, more options for dinner. There's also more water sports on available at Seabreeze, and it is more family friendly. So if you've got guests that you think would benefit from that, they can go over to Seabreeze Beach House, and we cover the cost of the transfer as well. So as I said here, you don't have to spend any more money. We also have these how-to experiences. So every day there's lots of activities and you can learn how to do something new. That could be anything from learn how to play the steel pan, to learn how to make Caribbean fish cakes, even learn how to windsurf. So lots of different things going on every day. And then lastly, if you don't want to be active, if you want to relax, we have got the most amazing spa. Very dramatic, it's very white and light and open. unlike any other spa really. Again, these floor to ceiling windows, you can overlook the ocean when you're having your treatment, and all of our treatments have a theme of wellness through water. We also have the island's only hammam spa suite as well, so I definitely recommend that you guests try this with their spa credit. Now, just as I wrap up, lastly, I'm just going to show you a very quick video just to kind of bring it all together for you. Now, I don't know about you, but that makes me want to go to Barbados. We literally only opened last year and we've already won several different awards. We're getting recognised, and you know, we are the most talked about new resort on the island. And just before I finish, you're probably already aware, but we have got our own training and reward program. So do register, oceanhotelsrewards.com. I have to say that we are very generous when it comes to the free nights. So all of your points, so for every booking you do at any of our 3 resorts, you get points, and those points can be redeemed either against cash or free nights. Thank you very much, everyone, for your attention.
Thank you very much, Kerry. You got a lot of love hearts and a lot of celebrations and things there. So I think everybody was loving the O2 Beach Hotel. So we're now going to leave Barbados and we're flying across to Greece. Fiona, over to you.
Thanks, Sarah. That was so good to see O2 Beach Resort. I do absolutely love that one. I think I last visited in 2017. It was really, really quite a beautiful property. So flying back over to Greece, so back into Europe. So let me just share my screen and we can get started. Bear with me just a second. Okay, can you see that all right there, Sarah? Yeah, perfect. So my name is Fiona, for those of you who perhaps arrived a little bit late. I work at Van Nuys Exclusive and we represent 10 lovely clients, 9 hotels in the Caribbean and Europe and 1 DMC. Today I'm going to talk to you about Avaton, our lovely boutique relais chateau resort on the Halkidiki coast in Greece. So it's located 1 hour 40 from Thessalonica Airport, and it's just on this third leg of the Halkidiki coast, just up here, if you can see on my screen. It's only 1 hour 40 from the airport. Now, I drove it in 1 hour 40 when I went last September, and this was my first trip after the pandemic, and I was driving on the other side of the road, and I was stopping to take a lot of photos, and I did it in 1 hour 40. I think if you got a transfer from the hotel, which of course is possible, you can probably do it in a lot less time than what I did. It's a beautiful property and an ideal twin centre if you want to venture over the border into Bulgaria as well. So Avaton has 36 beautiful rooms and suites and 1 big villa as well. So all of the rooms are laid out as like this. So you have a deluxe room on the first floor, which will look out over the sea, or a deluxe room on the ground floor, which will have a private pool. So deluxe room sea view, deluxe room ground floor, then junior suite sea view, junior suite ground floor. You get the idea, all the way up until you have a 3-bedroom presidential villa. So my top tip is to always book the rooms on the ground floor with a private pool, because there's no communal pool here at Avaton. Avaton is a very quiet resort. It's absolutely beautiful and it's ideal to enjoy some of the best food in Greece. Some of the quiet beach area. It's less about having lots of noise and loud music. It's a very quiet, very peaceful resort. So the beach itself is owned by the family that own the hotel, and the whole bay is private. So you're not going to be surrounded by lots of these love hearts are very distracting, but thank you. Yes, so you don't get anyone else on the beach. The beach is fully serviced. We have a very extensive cocktail list. And Natalia, who owns the hotel, she's in Forbes 30 under 30, so she really is quite something. and she creates new cocktail lists every year, but they don't get rid of any of the old cocktails. They just keep adding to the cocktail list. And this year they added a fine dining cocktail list. So you can just imagine how big the book of cocktails is. It's very, very cool. So all of the rooms are designed in a very similar fashion. So greys and whites and pops of colour, very, very modern. So like I said, if you're on the top floor, you have beautiful views out over the bay and the coastline. If you're on the ground floor, then you have private pools. So the smallest of the private pools is just here, and then you have this double sunbed just here. Now in the evenings, we can set up canopies over the beds so that you can sleep out under the stars at night if you want to. And we can also set up cinema screens just at the end of the pool here, so you can watch movies under the stars as well if you like. All of the suites have fully equipped kitchens, but no need to worry about cooking your own food if you don't want to. The food at Avaton is absolutely incredible. Of course, being a Relais Chateau property, expectations on food are very high, and rightly so. The food here is phenomenal. I'm not one to take photos of my breakfast, lunch or dinner, to be quite honest, but I did take a photo of my breakfast here because it was just so pretty. It was a crepe with little bits of smoked salmon on, and some cream cheese and some avocado, and it just looked so pretty. So yeah, the breakfast here is something else. So like I said, very, very contemporary rooms. We're only open May through to September, so every year we refurbish all the rooms to make sure they are looking the best they possibly can. So we have a presidential villa, which has 3.5 bedrooms. I say 3.5 because there's also a nanny room here as well. This is the closest room to the beach, and it covers 3 floors, and it has this lovely pool going around the outside here as well. Ideal for families or groups that are traveling together. So a really, really beautiful villa to be staying in. So we have one bar, the Champagne Bar, and like I said, it has the longest cocktail list I have ever seen, but it has stunning views out over the bay and the coastline as well. A lovely place to come when you just arrive. We have one restaurant and 2 menus. So this restaurant here, as you can see, is outside and it directly looks over the sea. So at night time, it's very, very romantic. They put lights out in the sea and you can dine with the sound of the waves around you as well. It's really, really beautifully done. Like I said, the food here is quite incredible. I would strongly recommend booking on half board if you have clients that want to visit. Like I mentioned, the food and the wine here is absolutely lovely, and the area is surrounded by vineyards as well. I have a prop today with me. I'm not sure if you can see me or if you can only see my screen, but I brought home a few bottles of my favourite wine from one of the local vineyards, and yeah, this is a great one if you ever get to go to Halkidiki. So the destination itself, like I said, you're quite close to Thessalonica, and I would recommend 2 nights there. It has lovely history. It's quite hilly, so I recommend some comfortable shoes. And there's lots of history there and a beautiful coastline. We're quite close to Uranapoli at Avaton, only about 20 minutes drive. And from Uranapoli, so Uranapoli itself is really like a cobbly old town where you can go and have a coffee in one of the little coffee shops, do some shopping, or you can get a boat around Holy Mount Athos, which is very close as well. It takes about 3 hours, and you get to see all the monasteries, and sometimes you can see dolphins as well in the bay, which is a real treat. There's a number of different types of boat you can get. You can either go on the main local boat, or you can the hotel can organise you a private boat or a beautiful yacht. There's all different varieties that you can get. So, and I say this with no judgment at all because I don't have children, but it is a lovely place for families, but families who want to spend quality time together. It's less so for families who want lots of kids club facilities and that sort of thing, although they do a lot for families here. So as you can see from the list, they provide all of these things here for free, and at the bottom you can see what things they can provide at an extra charge. It is a quiet resort, so like I said, it really is families who want to spend time together. When I was there last September, there was a couple of families and young children were just building sandcastles on the beach, which was lovely, and spending a nice bit of quality time with their parents who were happily drinking cocktails on the beach. and that's Avaton. If you have any burning questions, please do let me know. My name is Fiona, and my email address is sales@van-isaaca.com, and I'm sure Sarah will be sending around all my details after. So thank you so much for listening, and yeah, I'll look forward to speaking to you with the competition at the end.
Super, Fiona. That looked amazing, and also we have got a reward program that's just in the process of being built for Avaton as well. So keep watching out for the sign-ups for that. Fiona, when you shared your bottle of wine and mentioned vineyards, the amount of love hearts flying around the screen was just insane. So I think that everybody really enjoyed that.
I popped downstairs when the other presentation was on. It's a beautiful bottle of wine, and of course, being a Relais Chateau property, the wine cellar there is quite extensive.
That could be your next prize for next time. Go and buy a bottle of wine, and that's what we send out.
Yeah.
Good thinking. Could even have it as part of the booking incentive.
Sending bottles of wine. Yeah, we did that once before with a different hotel, and yeah, it's surprising how often bottles of wine go missing in the post. So needs to be a little bit.
Super. Well, thank you for a great presentation. We're now going to move across to Dubai. Andrea, over to you. Are you going to show us that view?
I will. I'm going to save that to the end. And I'm just going to crack. It seems crazy, I know, me sharing this presentation when I'm actually here. But this is just a really great training presentation to give you an idea of kind of what the hotel is all about. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, but just unshare it and untick the box for video optimization, and just keep this sharing sound because it's making your presentation funny.
Oh, untick it.
Yes, but the share sound, keep that, but untick the maximize vid.
Gotcha. There we go. Is that better?
Much better. Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Okay. Well, welcome to Caesars Palace Dubai, everybody. As I mentioned earlier, I am here on property. We have a conference happening this weekend. So we're going to be welcoming a lot of a particular tour operator here this weekend from the UK and actually all around the world. And they're here for a weekend of fun and frolics and to experience the property and Blue Waters Island and Dubai. And obviously it's an amazing time of year to be here. I would say right now it's about 40 degrees and about 95% humidity. So if you like heat and you like sun, it's absolutely marvelous, which I do luckily. But yeah, for some it's too hot and you need to wait till later on in the year or come kind of January, February, March, which is our peak season. But Caesars Palace Dubai is I want to say newish offering to the Dubai hotel portfolio, shall we say. It was built and finished at the end of 2018. It's a great timing. And obviously we opened early 2019 and we had a year of great trading, so to speak. And then obviously the pandemic hit and it's been obviously not great timing, as I mentioned, but beyond anything, Caesars Palace obviously is part of Caesars Entertainment and it does sit underneath that brand. So the sister property to this is the one in Vegas. But obviously the one here in Dubai, we don't have a casino because that's not legalized here in Dubai. But this is a much more elevated luxury experience. We compete fiercely within the luxury hotel sector here in Dubai. So from a comp set perspective, we really base ourselves on Ritz-Carlton, JBR, on Mandarin Oriental, Four Seasons, Bulgari, Raffles the Palm as well. So for those of you who might know Dubai really, really well, they're the kind of hotels that we are basing ourselves on from a suite product perspective and just a hotel experience. One of the biggest unique selling points for me is our setting and our location. We are set on Blue Waters Island, which is a new escape. It's a new destination within Dubai. We are literally 200 meters across the water from the Palm, the back of the Palm. So we're very, very much in the thick of it all, right on JBR. And on Blue Waters Island, there's a pedestrianised footbridge that links Blue Waters to JBR. So the beauty of staying at Caesars Palace is that everything is walkable from the hotel. So you get dropped off at the hotel. It's only a 30-minute transfer from the international airport here in Dubai. You get dropped off and then everything is on your doorstep. So AIM Dubai, which is the wheel you can see in this picture, is the world's largest observation wheel. and it's literally steps from our front door. So it makes for an incredible backdrop, incredible photographs, especially for that kind of Instagrammable person who's really, really keen on that. We have some incredible footage and imagery coming from the hotel and people who are staying with us. And then aside from that, Blue Waters Island is a real escape. So it's home to luxury restaurants, boutiques, coffee shops. We have residents that are living here in Dubai, living here on the island as well. And the hotel is just a part of this metropolis. So we're just sat right on the end of the island. So as I mentioned, of an evening, you can have dinner at the hotel or dinner on the wharf, so to speak. You can walk all the way down the island, past family entertainment venues. You can walk across the pedestrianised bridge over to JBR and experience all of the nightlife along there, around Dubai Marina, and then you can walk all the way back again, and you never have to take a taxi. So from that perspective, that is quite unheard of from a Dubai perspective in terms of experiences. And that for me is a massive selling point of Caesars Palace and where we are. Now, another one is obviously we are a lively island escape. We have an incredible private 500-meter stretch of beach. And one thing I thought, well, that I loved when I was here in February for the first time was you can hear real waves. So you can sit on the beach of an evening, enjoy drinks and cocktails and listen to the waves. You can have your door open here on the balcony, you can listen to the waves. And at other Dubai hotels, you just don't have that. So because we have our accommodation so close to the beach, you can hear the noise of the waves all day, every day, all evening. And it's just so lovely. It's a real beach experience here in Dubai. It's really, really, really fantastic. We have 5 temperature controlled pools on property. So obviously during the summer season, we do get very, very busy with Brits actually so people from the UK, and we're able to control the temperature of the pools. So they get really, really cold in the summer. And then towards our peak months, so January, February, March, we warm the pools up slightly to make it a little bit more bearable, even though the temperature, I would say, on average, in January, February, and March is around between 26 and 30 degrees in the day, and it drops and cools off in the mornings and the evenings. But it just makes exploring on foot at that time of year even more unbeatable. It's even more of a pleasure to do so. And it means that you can sit outside and have breakfast around the swimming pools. You don't have to sit inside an aircon and things like that. So coming in the winter months really does have its benefits, but obviously it's really, really cost effective to come in the summer months, and that's the kind of toss up that you have. So to give So we are in an all singing, all dancing beach resort in Dubai, and we're definitely that end of town as well. And I would say from a clientele perspective, over the last few years, we've been welcoming everybody, and we continue to do so. So that includes couples of all ages, groups of friends traveling together, families with children of all ages. And we've been really, really, really pushing that family messaging. But we're kind of going to pull back on that a little bit and concentrate more on couples and groups of friends, because when you're here on property, all of the experiences such as dining and things like that really do have an adult feel. And just the look and feel of the hotel itself is really mature. So it's a very elevated luxury experience. It's chic, it's stylish, it's very elegant and boutique in feel. So yeah, we're definitely kind of going to be pushing that messaging moving forward. And then this picture that you can see on screen is probably the most beneficial picture that you can see from a training perspective. And it shows how the resort is broken down. We have 495 rooms and suites on property, split between 2 towers, the Palace Tower and the Julius Tower. Now, the Palace Tower is 194 of those rooms and very much geared up for the luxury experience. It's more of an elevated cost as well from a price point perspective. And it's where we have the spa and all of those adult facilities. So beautiful dining and kind of chill out areas around by the pool. We have our Michelin starred chef restaurants in this tower as well. and lots of other things going on. So that's all situated here at the Palace Tower, sorry. At the Julius Tower, it's historically been a lot more family friendly. This is where you'll find the kids clubs that remain open. So they're complimentary and they are absolutely fantastic. And the whole pool area around by at the Julius Tower is very much geared up to that as well. And this is where everybody would have breakfast on property, split between Gordon Ramsay's and Bacchanal at the Julius Tower. We've got the water sports centre on the beach. And then right in the middle of the property that you can see in white, we have an on-site beach club called Cove Beach. And it is run by a third party, but it's definitely part of the hotel. And I'm actually in a beach club room. So I will show you in a second what it looks like outside of those doors onto the balcony. And I'm overlooking kind of the musical vibe. There's DJs playing, people chilling out in the pools all day. It's a really active beach club scene. But it's not, how do I explain it? It's not seedy, it's very chic, it's stylish, as I mentioned, and it's just perfect for customers who are wanting to come away and they're wanting to spend a weekend of partying. They can have fab dining on hand, fab accommodations, really stylish, an elevated experience, and it's all here on property for the taking. Now, we do have that Romanesque flourishes, all designed by our interior designer, Jonathan Adler. So when you're here on property, we have lots of Instagrammable points and points of reference throughout the property, but it makes it really fun and you know that it is a Caesar's Palace. And as I mentioned, Julius Tower, 301 rooms and suites in this building that I'm in. And this basically reflects what I'm in at the moment. So beautiful marble bathrooms, amazing views out to the Arabian Gulf. And because we're situated right on the end of Blue Waters Island, we have no construction in front of us at all, just beautiful views and incredible sunsets. The suites on the property are absolutely incredible, offer a real home away from home, enormous amounts of floor space. Everything is got lovely touch points, so everything is touch screen. There's no paper in any of the rooms and suites. It's all been beautifully designed, and you'll find that the storage and the way things have been designed, as I mentioned, has been very, very clever and very well thought about. And the views obviously are lovely. The Palace Tower, completely different in look and feel to that of the Julius, very much of a mature theme. And it's where we have half the bathroom is the room. So it's a really, this is perfect for couples looking for a little bit more of an updated and luxury experience. His and hers sinks, beautiful roll top baths, lots and lots of room, and just very, very opulent. We have sea view premier suites, and then all the way up to presidential suites that then interconnect into king rooms and twin rooms to make the floor space even bigger. And these presidential suites have jacuzzis on their balconies and just the most amazing wraparound views. We have one royal suite on site as well, which actually does get booked out, would you believe, for longer stays. And this is new to Caesar's Palace. This is going to be finished, we're hoping, by the middle of December this year. If not, it's going to be early January. We are including a huge villa project to Caesar's Palace. It's being built at the moment. It's an ultra luxe 10-bedroom luxury retreat that's going to be situated in front of the Palace Tower. It's one master bedroom, 2 suites, and then 7 bedrooms that are connected by an elevator across 3 floors of the actual hotel. It will have a private beach, a beach house, a gym, and a bar. So it's going to be absolutely an incredible accommodation from an experience perspective. We know that people are excited about this, which is excellent because we do have an amazing location. But these are just a couple of pictures to show you of what it's going to look like, which is very, very exciting. And then we have one building behind the main hotel, which is full of 80 apartments. They range from 1 bedroom to 4-bedroomed apartments. So basically amazing for multi-generational families. It might be a couple of families traveling together. It might be one large family with lots of children, for example, and you all want to spread out. This offers the most amazing home away from home. And it means that you gain all the facilities and amenities of Caesar's Palace as a hotel, but you can retreat back into your very large space. It has its own check-in area. It has fully fitted kitchens, its own swimming pool. But as I mentioned, it's definitely all connected to the hotel, so you never ever miss out. They're really, really, really popular for longer stays as well. Now, lastly, I know I mentioned we do have kids clubs on site. We are pulling back from this messaging, but it still means we still have this amazing facility on site. So Empire for the youngsters, and then we have a teenagers club called Rome from 13 up to 17, which houses some really, really cool kit. And then we have the water sports centre on site. Cove Beach, as I mentioned. A lot of people say to me, Cove Beach is open to the public because it's run by a third party, but guests of the hotel receive complimentary access every Monday, Tuesday and Thursday. Wednesdays, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, there's 150 dirham per person supplement to gain entry into the beach club. Wednesday is Ladies' Day, which is why that's a thing. But Mondays, Tuesdays and Thursdays, absolutely free to go in. It's a Thursday today, so I can see there's lots of hotel guests using the beach club today, and it spans different pools and sun lounges in pools and different eateries and venues like that, as well as spanning out onto the beach. And it's just a really, really cool place to hang out. Then I can't forget Venus. Venus Beach Club is on the very end of the property and commands the most incredible views back over the Dubai skyline, back over Ain Dubai, the massive wheel. It really is quite a sight to behold. People can upgrade and use this as a day club. It's strictly adults only, and it's a very elevated experience and includes concierge, I love your food and beverage, really elevated Italian beach club experience, and it's really, really cool. Now, dining, we have lots of dining outlets on property. Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen, obviously based at the Palace Tower. He's a real draw of the hotel, and he came to the hotel to open his own restaurant. So it's a lot of really good British American cuisine, and award-winning, of course. Demon Duck opened back in March. 3 Michelin-starred chef Alvin Young from the Middle East, or from Asia, should I say, came over, opened this hotel, and it is open to a real fanfare. The food is absolutely incredible. This is a speciality restaurant here on property, so it's not included in the half board, but you will not be disappointed. As well as Takahisa, our speciality, beautiful, authentic Japanese restaurant, where food actually does come in from Japan daily. That's what they tell me. I'm going to believe them because the food is really, really, really good. But yeah, we have one of the unique selling points as well of this hotel is the food and beverage. It blows me away every time. Absolutely amazing options. Italian, French, Chinese, Japanese, British American. You have everything that you could want for your stay. Bacchanal opens as our French brasserie in the evening as part of the half board, and it is open for breakfast. The most incredible coffees, international breakfast that you can imagine. Havana Social Club, a very cool place, 1920s Cuban-inspired cocktail bar that sells Cuban cigars as well. It's a great place to hang out pre or post dinner, and it's open to the public as well, and it gets really popular for kind of sunset time. The Roman Lounge, situated just off from the lobby at the Palace Tower, probably one of my favourite spaces on property. It's an elevated experience. You're actually elevated above the pool area, so you have amazing sunset views, uninterrupted views. They bring the shishas and the champagne out of an evening, and during the day it's great to have a lunch meeting, coffee, sat in the sun. It's just a really beautiful hangout, which is just a lot calmer, and just a place to escape to. It's lovely. But as I mentioned, we have pools around the property, Neptune Pool and Bar, Fortuna Pool and Bar. We do have an amazing spa on property, fitness centre. And then really quickly, I'm going to stop sharing because I feel like I need to go out onto the balcony to show you what it's actually like here. I've never been able to do this before, so we're going to make the most of it. So it's a bit noisy because I do overlook the beach club, but I'm going to turn my laptop round so you can see. So this is Caesar's Palace Dubai, and it's getting to kind of sunset time because we're 3 hours ahead of you right now. You in the UK, and then the beach club down there with all the different pools, and this is just one part of the hotel. So yes, make sure you keep registering your bookings on My Booking Rewards, and we love to have you here at the hotel to experience this for yourselves. It definitely helps with the selling process and the booking process, so please get those bookings in and get them redeemed, get those room nights redeemed, and we'll see you here very soon.
Thank you very much,
come back in
Andrea.
now.
You'll have to just come back inside, yeah, because the connection goes a little bit dodgy.
There we go.
Okay, so I know that Kerry has had to leave us, but she had a lot of questions that she's been answering. We've got a couple of other questions that have come in. Jason, you was asking for contact details. I'll send it out to everybody via email and everybody will be copied in, so you don't need to worry about that. We've got questions from Candela about, can I access videos and photos of Caesars Hotel in Dubai and O2 in Barbados? You can indeed, they're on the system. So if you log into Caesars Palace Rewards and also O2 Ocean Hotel Rewards, you can see them. But also, again, if you need anything specific, reach out to Andrea and to Kerry and they will send them over to you. Do we have assets we can use for social media for all hotels? Andrea, Fiona, do you guys have access to something that you could share with people?
Yeah, definitely. We have a big image library. So I can send that out to you in my follow-up. I can send you a link to our image library, and the hotel loves all the social media. Anything that you can post, tag us in. Our hashtag is stay like a Caesar. So yeah, anything we can do. Okay,
what was the hashtag? Stay like a
Caesar.
Oh, stay like a Caesar. Okay. I thought it was stay like a diva, and I was thinking, no, it doesn't sound right. Sorry. Oh dear. How do we book any of these, please? Through your tour operators, or if you are based in America, North America, you can book directly with the hotels, but normally you book through your favorite tour operator. They're all bookable. Fiona, which operators book your hotel, please?
I don't know the USA ones because I only cover the UK, but in the UK you've got your usual suspects. So Luso have the contract, Carrier, ITC, Elegant, amongst
Classic.
others. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but quite possibly.
Okay, super. Nicole has asked, how is the Wi-Fi at the hotels? Is it good for working vacations? Andrea, are you at the hotel live now? Is it working?
Yes. And I've been working it all day and it's all good. And if the videos worked, then that's a big thing. So yeah.
It just went off slightly when you went on the balcony, but that's probably pretty normal because it's probably linked up to the hotel room. Fiona, how about you?
Yeah, I worked from Avaton in September and had no issues whatsoever. The rooms have a lovely desk as well to work from, which you can move outside if you want to as well. So yeah, absolutely fine.
Super. And I know O2 Beach Club and Spa, we often have meetings with them and they're working from the hotel. So yeah, no problem at all with that.
More people should do that. Take advantage.
I know. Well, that's the problem though, working. You want to be relaxing and on holiday, but stuff happens and you have to do some work now and again. We've got another question, Andrea, this is for you. Do you get many solo travelers to Caesars Palace, and would you recommend it?
Oh, that's a really good question. We do. We get all kinds of travelers that you can imagine. I'm a solo traveler right now, so staying on my own. So yeah, definitely. And I would say you can be as social or antisocial as you like, but there's definitely a lot of opportunity to meet people in the beach clubs and things like that. So yeah, it's a fantastic place to stay.
Super, thank you very much. So it's sundowner time for you after you've finished this then?
It is.
Excellent. Lucky. Okay, so now we come to the part of the session where we ask you the questions. So I hope you've all been listening very, very carefully. So if everybody can go to chat and make sure that you drop down says everyone. I've got Kerry's question here. Do you want me to ask Kerry's question first? Yes, let's go for it. So we're talking about the O2 Beach Club and Spa. So her question is, what sea creature can you see from the Breezer rooftop terrace? Yep. Okay, we've got millions of correct answers. Some of are exaggerating slightly, but Sarah Maxwell, you were the first person. Of course, it is the turtles. So well done, Sarah. You have been entered 10 times into the spin to win. So very, very, very strong chance of you being able to win. We're now going to move to Fiona. Fiona, what's your question, please?
My question, does anyone remember the name of the bar at Avaton?
Oh, the name of the bar. I didn't click that one.
Turtles Bar. You might put it.
Somebody suggest that to Natalia.
Okay, so it's Champagne Bar, and if you remember, the Champagne Bar has the giant cocktail list. Not literally, they're not giant cocktails, but they have a very large cocktail list. So
Brilliant. I was focusing on the cocktail list, so that's why I completely missed that one. So Elaine was the first person with the correct answer. So Elaine, you entered 10 times into the spin to win. And last but not least, we've got Miss Caesar's Palace Dubai, Andrea.
So my question is, which or what island is Caesar's Palace Dubai located on? Yeah.
That was a little bit too easy.
I know. But you wouldn't believe the amount of people that don't know the answer to that. So yeah, we're trying to kind of get the education with the Dubai Tourism Board as well as a new destination, trying to get it out there.
Okay, I think you've certainly succeeded in that. So Laura was the first person. I'm presuming that the correct answer is Blue Water.
It is, it's Blue Waters Island. Yeah, well done.
Brilliant. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the webinar. We've been loving all of your reactions today and all of your questions. If you do have any further questions, everybody will receive an email with a copy of the recording and also all of the hosts. So please do reach out to them if you've got any more things that you need answering. Keep logging your bookings. Watch out for Avaton, Fiona, your reward program that's going to be launched. I'm hoping to get it out there next week. And keep logging your bookings with everybody. Remember, these guys are trade friendly. They want to work with you. Show them the love. Thank you, everybody. We will see you all next week. Thanks, ladies.
thanks, Sarah.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.